You either assign yourself a purpose or someone else will. And when they do, it'll serve them, not you. So choose. Have you ever felt like you were meant for something, but couldn't quite say what? Then, almost inevitably, the question hits, what am I even doing with my life? You wake up, go through the motions, smile when you're supposed to, but deep down, there's a quiet ache. If life were a book, most of us are flipping pages, searching for the chapter that tells us who we're supposed to be. But that chapter hasn't been written yet. It's waiting for you to pick up the pen. You're not completely lost, just not yet found. And no one really talks about it. How empty life can feel when you're drifting without purpose. Let's begin where it starts. Discovering your own purpose with Jimmy. This is Jimmy, early 20s, sharp smile, loves basketball and weekend camping trips. He works in sales, loves talking to people, hearing their stories, lives with roommates in decent apartment. Despite a good pay and doing activities that he enjoys, something feels amiss to him, as if he'll never be complete without that missing piece. It's like being stuck in traffic with no destination. Yes, he's moving. Sure, but where is he even going? And when Jimmy scrolls through social media, it's like everyone else has it figured out. They've found their calling. They're glowing. They've got that thing. And Jimmy? He's just floating. The frustration builds, because deep down, he knows she's meant for more. He feels it in the stillness of night, out in the tent, under a sky full of stars. That sense that there's something more, but what? Jimmy tried the usual paths. Books, podcasts, motivational speeches. They all made purpose sound like a magical momentane epiphany. So he waited, but nothing came. Only silence, and a growing sense that, maybe, he was broken. From the outside, life looked good. Helpful, reliable, good money. And his hobbies? Played basketball, because his best friend played. Camping? That was his dad's thing. Sales job? Friends told him it paid well. But none of it felt chosen. It all just happened to him. Then came a Tuesday. Ordinary. Quiet. Someone at work asked him, "What do you really want?" Jimmy didn't have an answer, and that question haunted him. It scratched at the edges of his mind like a loose thread. That night, back in his tent, he opened a notebook, wrote 3 simple words. What matters, really? He stared at it. No answers. So he wrote more. Memories that stood out. Helping his nephew build a Lego set. Volunteering at a shelter. Fixing his neighbor's fence. They weren't life-changing. Not like in the stories. But something about them sparked. And then it clicked. Maybe purpose isn't lightning, Jimmy whispered. Maybe it's kindling. It doesn't strike. It builds slowly. Week by week, he wrote more. He realized his mission wasn't a job title. It was a pattern, the thread in all his best moments. Helping people feel safe, seen, supported. His calling didn't scream. It hummed quietly in the background. He saw it in how people leaned in when he listened without judgment. Then, Jimmy realized he wasn't broken. He was just unfinished. And slowly, a vision began to form, not a 5-year plan, but a feeling, who he wanted to be, and what kind of world he wanted to help build. He started paying attention to what drained him, to what lit him up, to what pulled him forward without pressure. That was his purpose, whispering, and he listened. He didn't change everything overnight, but he started making decisions that aligned with what mattered to him. Not to his parents, not to his friends, not to society, to him. And that changed everything. So how do you begin? Step 1. Start small. Write 1 sentence. Not a career, not a label, just a feeling or direction that lights you up. Step 2. Anchor it in service. Who or what are you trying to elevate? Purpose always finds depth in helping others. Step 3. Make it flexible. Let it evolve. Like you. Purpose isn't a finish line, it's a compass. Subscribe for more soul deep conversations like this. You're not behind, you're becoming. This is Blackboard of Life. Back to basics. See you in the next one.